All right, guys. Today on Black Geek Energy, we are joined by a true force in the cosplay scene and beyond. She is a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and,
Hmm.
and Tau Beta Sigma National Honorary Band Sorority Incorporated. She
Absolutely.
brought the heat as a dancer for Ebony Fire,
Nice.
and she reps her alma mater, Hampton University, with pride, as you see by her hoodie. um, when whether she's serving looks on the con floor or bringing black girl magic to the nerd first, she's doing it with grace, power, and of course precision. I want everybody to welcome Tyler Hampton, aka Kerobits, to the show.
Woo!
That was such an awesome intro. Oh my goodness.
Yay! Okay, Tyler, we usually start out by saying, how has your week been? But I want to do something special with you because, Tyler, we go back.
We do.
We go
We
way
do.
in the beginning of your college career. That is crazy.
Oh my God.
Yes. So I want to know, how has life been since you graduated Hanson?
Man, life is lifing. Like adulting is crazy. You know,
Yep.
like just work, paying bills.
Mm,
It is so different. A whole different ballpark out here. But I would
mhm.
say it's treating me fairly well.
Mhm.
Thank God. You know. In the
Yeah.
meantime, the ebbs and flows of adulting.
That's true. That's true. Um, so Tyler, you know me on a different level than DeMarcus, who was also in the band. He played what did he play? Trombone at Hampton.
Okay,
Okay.
period.
So, but you know me. Oh, look at my shirt.
I know I saw I peeped. I was like, okay, CBS.
Okay, and you know me kind of differently um than he does. But I just want to know, what were your first impressions of me being around Ebony Fire? To your
Oh my
final
God.
impressions of me being around Ebony
Mhm.
Oh my God.
What year
Fire.
did y'all meet? Give us a time
Like
frame.
it was like 2019. I
Yeah.
was there
Oh,
for
okay.
band camp
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and Jared wasn't there yet,
Mm-mm.
but the older girls kept telling us about Jared. And I'm like, who is Jared? And then one day we see this guy. You had one of your cape outfits.
I was just gonna say he had a cape on, I guarantee
Yes.
it.
And then when the girls were like, that's Jared, I was like, oh, that's Jared. Okay. Um, at first, honestly, I feel like I was like annoyed with Jared because Jared was very like he always gave us like critiques,
Mm.
but like in the long run, it was actually really helpful because I feel like what Jared like I don't want to say sometimes Jared was nitpicky because like Jared saw potential in us, so he wanted us to be the best.
Mhm.
So it was good to like hear his comments and not get too like butthurt about it because a lot of people say a million and worse things. So I feel like Jared was like a good prep for how people
For
are
social
quick to
media.
criticize. Yeah, and so oh my yes. Like
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays like when I see stuff on social media or like things towards me, I'm like, "Oh, this really does not matter." Because
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
like Jared taught me how to just kind of like whatever. It's whatever. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Mhm.
keep doing my thing and I'm gonna keep improving. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. So I feel like
Yeah.
in the beginning it was rough, but like towards the end, I was like I appreciated the lesson I didn't realize at the time that Jared was giving. So
Mm.
yeah.
I was just trying to be funny for real. But
Mhm.
Okay, sure.
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
Tyler, you were always so amazingly beautiful when you dance because your lines were amazing. Your kicks, jumps, everything was just effortless. And I saw like there was so much in you personally that I just had to draw out. And the fact that you tried to get it at every step, and when you and it was obvious that you were trying. So,
Yeah.
oh my God, you were the perfect person for the squad because you worked hard. It takes hard work.
Mm-mm. Hard work.
But you worked hard. You showed up to work and you didn't leave until it was finished. So
Oh,
kudos to you.
Sharon.
Kudos to you.
Oh,
But
thank you.
and I definitely see that now with some of the cosplay things that you are doing. Oh my goodness. And but we'll get to that later. I just got to know what Demarcus, what have you been doing this past week?
Uh, man, this past week has been pretty low key. I didn't play in the pool game like I usually do. I did have a date Thursday. Went to karaoke. So that was
Ooh.
fun.
What
Um,
you saying?
International Players Anthem.
That's what you always sing, right?
Yeah, that's my signature song.
The
Hmm.
go-to.
They
The
they
go-to.
they right. They know me when I do it, and I was surprised when I went up there when I went to the because it's a karaoke spot I haven't been to in a long time in Oakland, and it was like, "Hey man, we haven't seen you in a while." They was like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "Y'all don't know me." I was like,
Aw.
This means I was coming too much, but no, that's pretty much it. Since then, I've just been like sitting at home, cleaning up. I plan to like do my hair later today, so
Oh, so
kind
you're
of
gonna
kind of
wash it?
wash it, retwist it, give myself a little style, whole shebang.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Nice.
My previous week has not been eventful.
Hmm.
Um, I cooked a lot, which means I was doing dishes a lot.
Mhm.
Like yesterday, I made some lamb chops with collard greens
Hmm.
with ham hocks and those red lobster biscuits, spicy garlic mashed potatoes, and I did a mac and cheese. So a
That's
lot
a
of
whole meal, a
yeah,
You're
whole
throwing
Sunday
down in the
dinner.
kitchen. Hold
yeah.
on. What?
I'm practicing for my rich husband
Hmm.
for the
Hey,
one meal that I'll have to cook him a month because we have cooks, we have a chef on on standby. So 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 yeah, I cooked, which means I've been doing dishes for the rest of this week because that was a lot of dishes. So that was
Hmm.
me.
Well, and this is a
um
dope one. Cooking
yeah,
and doing dishes,
I
paying the
know.
same bit, going to the same jobs for the rest of
Yes.
your life.
And our washing machine doesn't work. So I really have to do
Oh,
everything.
hell no.
wow.
They got you in there scrubbing clothes like Cinderella in the tub.
I know, I feel like
Yeah.
Cinderella. Okay. So Tyler, I just want to know now, because you're a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I just want to know, like, is there any way that you combine what you do in your free time with your cosplay to your professional work with the students?
I feel like my biggest example right now was Halloween because
Hmm.
Mm.
I definitely came in a whole Princess Daisy cosplay because
Oh.
the teachers, the theme that everyone, all the teachers were doing were Mario characters.
Hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" I was like, "Oh, I'll be like Princess Daisy." So they were expecting some probably basic thing like Amazon. But no, I came to school. I had the dress with a little tulle skirt underneath so it's puffy.
Hmm.
I had my hair like in an afro, and then it was like, "Oh my gosh!" And the students are like, "Oh God, Miss Hampton, you're a princess." So I definitely have like combined like those types of talents
Hmm.
with like the Halloween at school because I
Mm.
didn't want to feel like it'd be weird if I like dumbed it down because that's
Yeah,
just
Hmm.
exactly,
my element.
exactly.
Yeah. You should start doing it like every day, like pull a Miss Frizzle.
Yeah. And honestly, now that I have more of a feel, because it's my first year,
Hmm.
like for
Mm.
specific I'd say like specific months that we celebrate. Like I know when we had something for like Black History Month, I definitely had like a natural like afro look with a fit on. So if it's not a whole costume, then I can really put on like a nice outfit. So
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Like you could be Miss
Nice.
Frizzle one day.
yes, oh my gosh, when we do science. And we, you know,
Yes.
ironically, we did watch the Magic School Bus when it was talking about the cloud cycle. Kind of
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
The old versions or the new versions?
the old.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new version. There's a new
Yeah,
version
there
of
was a
Magic
new
School
one.
Bus.
There was a new
Yeah,
one on Netflix.
yeah.
How did it do? How was it?
I didn't watch it.
It wasn't like the same because it wasn't Miss Frizzle. It was like Miss Frizzle's niece.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was like a whole. And then the
Mm.
theme song was different. The theme
Mm.
song was sung by Lin-Manuel Miranda, you know, the person that did Hamilton in the Heights.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, but no,
What
I showed the old ones.
was it nice at all?
It was,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Well, I guess. So Tyler, this is the point in the show where we put our listeners on to something and we choose anything in media from podcasts, movies, TV. I think last or DeMarcus tried to do a restaurant, so it could really, really, really be anything.
But you shut that
And
down though. You said I couldn't do my restaurant.
no, I
Oh,
didn't shut it down. You remembered what
Oh
you
yeah,
wanted to do from the previous week.
because I had started an anime. Right.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And
So
now I can't
you
remember the restaurant.
so
see,
you
you lost
can
your chance.
yeah, you lost your chance. But you can really say anything you want to put our listeners onto. And this segment is sponsored by Movie Pass. The Marcus, can you tell me about
Hmm.
Movie Pass?
Of course. MoviePass is a subscription-based service all about making movie going easier, more accessible, cheaper, more fun to do. Because movie tickets has gotten up to like $20 a ticket, and who's trying to pay that for real? So with
Mm,
MoviePass, you can like cut that in half, even to a third, depending on which tier of subscription you're trying to buy. They'll send you your MoviePass card in the mail. It acts just like a MasterCard, and you can use that card to pay for movie tickets, just with the points that you'll get through that Movie Pass subscription. Um, and I use it all the time. I can't remember the last movie I went to go see with it. Probably Brave New World.
mm,
Mhm.
Yeah,
mm,
that was a good movie.
mm.
Yeah, you saw it too. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, I love that Captain America's Brave New World.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
I I like loved it. I bought a shirt. I bought a Funko Pop after the
Golly.
cast.
Oh,
That is
wow.
my Captain America.
Let's
Wow.
Like
go.
I was like I adored that movie.
Yeah. All the black people liked it. The others didn't really.
I also used to go see Thunderbolts. That's more recent. I saw Thunderbolts too.
I saw
Mm.
Thunderbolts too.
The
How
mental
did
health
you?
Avengers.
So, oh yeah, we talked about it. How did you like the new Thunderbolts, Tyler?
Ooh, I liked Thunderbolts. I like Yelena. Like I loved her when
Mm,
she was well, I guess when I got to know her more in Black Widow's movie.
Hmm.
hmm
And her and her dad, like that whole scene when she's
Yeah.
like she's trying to find out like her place in the world. I'm like, oh Jesus, this is too real.
Yeah.
And she's like crying and venting to her dad. I was like, and then like the whole found family aspect because
Mhm.
this is again, this whole thing is a setup for the next big thing for
Hmm.
Marvel. So I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it because I was there for one person, and I ended up
Hmm.
liking the entire cast.
Okay,
Well, who are
great.
you? Who are you there for?
Elena, I'm here
Oh,
for
okay.
her.
Okay. 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 So, Tyler, is there anything that you want to put them on to?
It's not a movie. It's definitely an anime
Okay.
that
Okay.
I'm watching right now. You probably heard me talk about on my story,
Oh, I know
My
what you're gonna say.
Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
I read the manga like
Oh,
to
okay.
completion. I was up to date with it, and I'm very happy that it has an anime out right now.
Okay.
It's so good. It builds on the world of My Hero Academia because essentially, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a prequel to all the events that happen in current My Hero Academia. So you get
Mm,
to learn more about, of course, the world and some of the pro heroes, like
mm,
before they were locked in as teachers at UA.
Hmm.
And it definitely gives more spotlights to like 10 years older brother. Like you see how he
yeah.
was, before, you know, I don't want to spoil for those that don't watch it. But yeah, and I'm really hoping we get farther, like the whole manga gets animated because there are
Mm,
definitely other people that make surprise appearances. It's just really good. It's
Yeah.
so good. And I was telling people to read it, but of course people don't want to read it. And
hmm
the anime is doing like a awesome job with
Hmm.
adapting it. Like it's changing the pace of the manga, it's
Hmm.
giving it more action. It stays true to like the art style, but the colors are just amazing. Like it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely loving that. I'm loving the theme song.
hmm
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
um, my only problem is I thought we were going to be further back. And so when I
Hmm.
saw like where
Mm,
we were in the timeline and all the people popping up, because the story that I thought they were going to tell was how the the power people that look like regular humans and then the power people that look like animals and clouds and marshmallows, how there was this
yeah.
how there
What
was
they
this
call those
prejudice.
heteromorphs?
Yeah, heteromorphs. How there's this prejudice between like the heteromorphs and the regular people. So that's what I wanted to see. But that's not the story I wanted, but the story I'm getting, I am loving it. Like I'm loving to see the powers evolve. I'm loving to
hmm
get to know these people. I'm loving this big guy who apparently doesn't have a power. I don't know.
Knuckle Duster.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Tyler. It's really
Yes.
good. It's really good. Demarcus, do you have anything you want to put them on to?
I've just started watching Andor. I just finished the second episode right before the podcast started, and I'm on the fence about it. It's because I feel like I haven't been able to catch on to like the plot, like what is going on, because it starts with him being captured by like this, I guess just like random rebel group, because he stole this plane, flies to another planet, crashes the plane, and then like this random group like captures him and are like, "No, you're not with us." And I'm like, "Who are these people and why are they on this planet? Why are they holding him hostage like this?" But he just and then like in other places like the plot line makes more sense. Like if you when they jump to like what the Empire is doing, I was like, okay, I remember this lady. I remember she was getting demoted for whatever reason. Like that all makes sense. Um, but I'm just like, what's going on with Andor? And so I haven't gotten the through line yet. And maybe I just need to watch a few more episodes. Like he just escaped in the episode I just saw. So, maybe it's coming. Maybe it'll make sense soon.
Yeah, as I said, Andor is too smart for me.
Oh.
I did not get it. I watched the whole third season. I don't really understand what happened. I don't even know if I want to care.
hmm
It was just too smart for me. I know people love it, and I'm grateful for that. But I need some force power shooting and lightning being
Yeah, so
shot
I'm here
at.
for the action.
And
Um,
lightning.
yeah. So. Yeah, Andor was fine. I loved the first season.
hmm
That season was great, but this season I'm not so, or that season I'm not so keen on. Now, are we all going to be in front of our Disney Pluses next week? By the time this is out, it will already be out. But for Ironheart,
Yeah, I definitely watching
Absolutely.
Ironheart. Yeah.
mhm,
Absolutely.
yes. Now,
hmm
from what I've seen, because they've already posted the episode list. It's going to be
Mm.
6 episodes, and these episodes are going to span 2 weeks. So we're in and out. Yeah.
Wait, 6 episodes over 2 weeks? So it's gonna be like an episode every day or something?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
No, 3 episodes like that Tuesday or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
so
Yeah,
so
okay.
yeah.
okay, so kind of Netflix style, like they give us a few episodes every time,
I mean,
Hmm.
it's not Disney
or
Plus style, other than Echo, what
mm,
they do to our minority people.
because they don't believe in us.
Yeah.
They don't think our shows will make numbers. So it's
But
like,
they have to believe with us now after Black Panther was the best thing that they ever had.
Yeah. And it's the same person.
they
It's the
think it's a fluke.
same person.
They think it's a fluke,
Mm.
and they think it's a fluke every time.
Well, as I said, I'm going to be right there front and center on my Disney Pluses at 9 o'clock to watch. But, I just feel bad for Disney. First, I feel bad because those people had to wait 4 years or more. Was it 5 years? Because they did they filmed this right after Wakanda Forever.
Oh, did
So
they?
yeah, it was
Wow.
like back to back. They filmed this stuff back to back, and they're releasing it now.
Mm.
So, mm. But as I said, I'm most excited to see where the hood goes and how he,
Mm.
because in the comics, it's a demon, but they haven't introduced demons yet. So we're gonna see what happens with that. That's what I'm
I
most
really feel
excited
like they
for.
try to play it safe in the MCU and like not introduce too many different kinds of powered things.
You think so?
I think so because we had Thanos in the Cthulhu, but that's like one thing. But there are like so many other like
Did you say
extraterrestrial
Cthulhu?
threats. Not I did say Cthulhu, but I meant the Chitauri.
Oh,
I
I'm
meant
over
the
here like,
Chitauri. I meant
oh,
the Chitauri. That's my
okay.
bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, it feels like I don't know. I feel like the MCU always tries to like play it safe, play it safe, and not give us like a true accounting of what these stories are.
I mean, unless you're talking about all of time being disrupted for Kang and Loki.
I think
mm,
that was like a burn it all. We starting over. I
yeah,
don't really.
burn the bridge.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right, guys. I want to put them onto a comic that I read. I read the first issue because I could not find the second issue. It's
Mm,
called They Chose Violence. It's about
mm,
three professional Black women from an HBCU
hmm
who decide that they're and like, okay, I like magic in my stuff, and this has no magic. It's they talk
hmm
about they from HBCU, they talk about their jobs, and
Mm,
then they're talking about the injustices that Black people see in the world, like you know, Amon Avery, Breonna Taylor, all
hmm
those things. And one girl, she actually was gonna do something with computers, and she changed her major to legal or law because of the injustice. And later on down the line, she saw another killing in her hometown, and she was like, "We got to do something." So they all say, "Okay, let's start talking about let's be about it." And then they become serial killers, and they start killing these
Oh,
white
oh,
people.
oh,
And
okay.
like it was like because this thing is like 22 pages, right?
hmm
12 pages is the backstory. 5 pages is or 3 pages is them talking about it. 2 pages is the montage. 6 pages is them slaughtering people, like different ways that white people can die by other people. And
my
then
God.
and then 2 pages is the cliffhanger, which is crazy. The cliffhanger is crazy while I was scouring everywhere to see where I could buy the second book.
There's a
But
second book that's not out yet.
no, it came out on the 16th, and I
Okay.
need to find it. Amazon didn't have it yet, but everybody needs to go ahead and read this book because these people get their revenge in star fashion. They they aren't messing around here. They are not messing around. And the lawyer who don't press that I've been introduced to works for the
Mhm.
prosecution office for Florida, and they all supposed to be like very professional. And then they shave off all their hair and they go on this killing spree. And it's
Oh,
so like you're turning the page like, what? And then afterwards, one gets a fancy dinner, one goes on a shopping spree, one goes on a strip club, and it's so crazy. And then you get to the final page. The final page makes you want to read this book more. I'm trying to tell you.
okay.
So they chose violence. I don't know how many white stores is going to have this because I don't really think it's white good for white people to have it, but it's a
It's gonna
very
be a
good
banned
black
book.
book. It probably is.
Hmm.
Probably one of the books they want to burn in Florida. But
Yep.
Are you looking it
yeah.
up, Tyler?
I am. I have it. I just saved it on my Safari.
Yeah.
I
You're
would like to
good.
see
You're
it.
good. You're good. I wrote it down too.
Please, please, please get They Chose Violence because that story is crazy. It is crazy.
Okay. Okay.
All
Nice.
right, Demarcus, do we have an activity for today?
We do have an activity, and it's an easy one. It has pictures.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So for those of you who are listening for the first time, the way games work on Black Geek Energy is the Marcus comes up with the games, he comes up with the answers. He decides who wins and who loses. So he decides who's right, who's wrong, and it's like it's a dictatorship, not a democracy. I don't want to hear no back talk. If I say you wrong, you're wrong. That's it.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's just for me because he usually likes to embarrass me in front of our guest. So
Not at
just for
all.
me.
I choose games
Okay.
that definitely lean more toward whatever topic we're talking about today. And when we have guests, obviously it's going to lean toward the guests. So today's game is called Hey, that's cosplay. And what I'm going to do is show you all pictures of cosplayers, and all you have to do is just tell me who they are dressed as.
Okay.
Easy peasy, right? Because
Yeah.
cosplayers always stick like super true to like the character and all their traits that make them like really recognizable, right?
Sure. Okay.
I didn't like the smile that came after that sentence. It's about to be the hardest thing ever.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Because
no, no,
that
no. It's
that's
easy.
how he is.
I'm gonna
That's
see
how
the most
he is.
obscure character. It's gonna be like an 80s anime character.
Obscure.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. They're gonna be like really good. Like you guys gonna be like, oh, I know immediately who these people are.
Get
Okay.
my
Most of the
brain together.
time. Jared, is Sharon, do I have sharing permissions? Okay, I do.
Yes.
Look at you. Jared, you never have the permissions ready.
Demarcus, don't punish me for that.
I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure I can hear with you. This is where I want. So I'm sharing one screen so I can see everything behind the sidebar here.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Actually, they're up there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
period.
Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great. I'm thinking of the number 1 in 10.
4.
Three.
Answer. The number was 8. Jared, you're gonna go first.
Okay.
Who is this person, Jared?
Well, this
Who is this
person,
person dressed as? Who is this person cosplaying?
oh yeah, this person is cosplaying as one of Kerobits, my favorite cosplay that she did.
Mm-hmm.
Chun-Li.
Excellent. Jared, see, easy. I feel like
Yay.
the games always start out this way. Like the games are always easy and like people start overthinking halfway through. But yeah, no, easy
Well, and
peasy.
also I'm a gay millennial, so we always pick Chun-Li when we play Street Fighter.
I did have a big Chun-Li phase back in my day. The only person that came close was E Honda.
Mm.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
What do I mean? The only person that came close was E Honda.
Yeah.
Like that's the only person I played with as much as Chun-Li.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm about to say. That's
Tyler understood
weird.
what I was saying. All right, number 2. Who is this person? Tyler.
That is Luigi.
Absolutely. That is Luigi. These are easy, y'all. See? Very
Tyler, did you get a Switch too?
Ooh. Not yet. I need that one game that's like, you know what? gonna get it. I'm
And they
trying
got
to
it.
hold out because it is like
That's my
$500.
door. And
What
they can break
game?
it when they don't like it.
I mean, I know they're making a new game for Splatoon. I'm like,
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the
So,
game are like $80 each. So
yes,
and
again,
and then there's tax and tariffs. So
hard to justify it, at least in this very moment.
it is for one game. It's just not.
so the
It's not
Donkey
worth
Kong
it.
Country game didn't do it for you. That's not what sold on Switch 2.
That it
No.
looks cool. I'm like this is my like one thing from it. I really wish they didn't announce like baby Pauline so
Mm-hmm.
soon.
Mm,
I was really hoping that that could have just been a surprise in the game, but I understand marketing, they need people to get the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, that would have been just something cool to like find out. Like if I watched someone play it and I saw that, I'd be like, oh yeah, I gotta play it myself.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
And I also was looking for Cunty Kong.
Mm-hmm.
when I
Man, they should have they whoever made that meme, I'm gonna
hmm
find you because that was not fair.
yes.
That should have been Cunty Kong. Now actual name is like Poppy Kong. I'm like,
Oh.
Crazy.
I gotta look that up. I haven't heard of Cunty Kong.
when I say like when I saw the character, I'm like, oh wow, she is so cunty. And then seeing the
Mm.
picture, I was like, oh my God, her name is Cunty Kong. Like,
hmm
yes.
Yes,
A
yes.
lie.
Okay. Next one. Number 3. Back to you, Jared. Who is this person?
Sinister.
Absolutely, Mr. Sinister. Another point in your column.
Hmm.
Now I'm starting to wish I had chosen like harder people, harder characters to recognize. Number
Hmm.
4.
That is Luffy from One
Yep.
Piece.
Yep. Don't second guess yourself. That's exactly who it
I
is.
was like, the indicator is always the hat. So that was the first thing
Yeah,
I was
without the
looking
Oh
for.
hat.
no.
Without the hat, it's like, what? Wait a minute. All right,
Hmm.
number
That's awesome.
5, Jared.
Oh, that's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. When will we get another season of
That's
Moon
what
Knight?
I'm asking. Because they ended on that cliffhanger. So
I hope we get
yeah.
another one. I hope they don't do it like damn the other show. They actually did have like Lovecraft or Lovecraft Country. Number 6. All right. There are
Oh.
2 people
Okay.
here. Half a point for each one.
So that's Peter Pan and Tinkerbell.
Well done.
She got the pose down. Great.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are neck and neck going into number 7. Jared, who is this?
Mm.
I feel like
um,
he's pretty recognizable. The little baby in his hands gives him. I feel like gives him away.
no.
All right, Tyler, do you want to try to steal the point?
No, I mean, I'm gonna
Oh, you're
guess.
thinking. You're thinking. Okay, my bad.
Okay, period.
Okay, take your
I'm
time.
gonna say this is Roseanne Barr
Wow.
from Roseanne Show.
No,
Okay. Who is it?
Tyler.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, so sorry to this bit. I don't think I can figure that out either.
No. This is Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter.
uh,
Mm.
I've only seen those movies once. That is
Okay.
in theaters at midnight. So
Oh
Perfect.
wow. You don't watch all the Harry Potter movies over again during Harry Potter season?
I haven't yet,
Okay.
but I may before the show comes
Oh, this is going to be a show.
on HBO. DeMarcus, why are you under a rock like every episode?
Hey,
Oh
I
my
depend on you
god.
to tell me these things.
Oh my
Give him the
god.
current
Keep
events.
me informed.
DeMarcus
Um,
needs to download an app on his phone or just subscribe to the
not
Hollywood
an
Reporter
app.
and just read the headline. But do you even
Okay.
check your email?
I do, but it's mostly
Oh,
like top stuff,
oh my god.
like discounts or whatnot.
Fair. That's fair.
All right, number 8,
mm.
Tyler. This one actually is hard and a little bit of more of an obscure character. So I'm willing to give a hint.
Mm.
Oh man. Hmm, is this person from like a comic or show? Like,
This
can you
person is
say,
from yeah, I'll tell you where they're from. This person is from a movie. Um, hmm. I'm trying to think because if you can give me the movie, I'll give you the point. Because I know this is a hard one. So what kind of hint can I give you? Mm, this is a movie about a look, um, a little boy. Let me see. Yeah, so it's a
Do you
movie
know?
about a. I do, but I just want to give an accurate description. So, it's about a little boy whose left eye was stolen when he was a baby. Um, mm, mm, mm. And he's on a quest to defeat his mother's twin sisters and his ominous grandfather, the Moon King, who was responsible for stealing his left eye. And he has like a monkey sidekick and also like a beetle man hybrid.
I didn't see this.
it's like, I don't think I know this one.
Mm. Jerry, you don't have a guess? Or
Yeah, Wednesday Adams.
All right.
I hate when Jerry guesses. Tyler, do you have a guess
Um,
for the movie or the character?
nah,
Okay, it's okay. This
not a
is
both.
Sister from Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh, that was like a stop motion, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
There's the same people that made Coraline.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So
I
yeah,
don't
a
think I
little bit more
saw it.
obscure. You never
Uh,
saw Kubo and the Two Strings? It's not a bad movie. Not a bad. You should give it a watch.
hmm.
All right, Jared, number 9.
We'll
Who
see
is
what
this person?
happens. Um, that is a spider character from the Spider-Verse. In the
I need you to be
movie, she
more
was
specific.
Spider-Woman,
Okay.
played by Issa Rae.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Number 10. Tyler, who is this?
Oh my God. Well, she's from The Boys.
Yep.
Oh, it's so bad that I'm blanking on her name. Oh no. That's so bad. So she dates Huey.
You know exactly who she is.
Like
Yeah.
I
We
know,
just
but her
need the
like
name.
Starlight.
Oh,
Yes, it is Starlight. Excellent job. And right now, y'all are tied, and I anticipated a tie. So
oh
there is
Oh,
an
no.
11th question. Let's see how we want to do this. All right, there is a raise hand feature in Zoom. So whoever raises their hand first is who will get to answer the question first. But the other
how
person will
do I
have the
do
chance to
this?
steal after the first makes their guess. Does that make sense?
How do you raise your hand? What?
Great question. Great question. Um, I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay. It's when you click the react.
Yeah, there's a okay. I can't see it because I'm sharing my screen. That's what it is. But there's a
Okay.
react thing, and then there should be a raised hand there.
You see it, Tyler?
Let's see. Play chime for raised hand and recognize hand gestures. But if I hit react, will it just show something?
No,
I
no,
think it
no.
gives you
So
like another
hit
menu if
react
you
and
click
it gives
react.
you some options.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all want to give a practice round raising your hand now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Ooh,
I
it
lowered my
popped.
hand. Okay,
Okay.
All right.
great.
Yeah. And it jumped to the top of the screen, so I'll be able to know who raised their hand first immediately. All right.
Okay.
Are we prepared?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Who is this person? Jared, you're already up there.
That is, oh my God, I know who this is. That's the Joker.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that's the Joker.
You be more specific.
That's the Joker when he is Bruce Wayne
Hmm.
and he he had a dose of the Joker serum and he
And they,
turned into the Joker. So
and
that's
they call him what? So they don't call him the Joker.
that's who he is, you bastard. Oh, that laughs. Something about that laughs. The the something that laughs, right? Uh, the bat that laughs or something.
Close enough. I will give it to you. And Jared, that makes you our winner with 5 points. This last person is the
Yay!
Batman who laughs.
The
Okay.
Batman who
Yeah.
laughs. See, I only had Joker, but I'm like, no, he's gonna ask me for something specific. So I'm like, hold on.
I would have
Mm.
definitely been more gracious with you because I know Jared talks about this character a lot. So
Mm,
that's why I gave him very little wiggle room.
I
But no, that was a
tried.
great job. That was neck and neck. It's
that
usually
was
not this
fun.
close when we have a
I
guest
like
on.
that.
Great job. Great
I
job.
like that
Next
little
time, next time
game.
we'll have you on, I'll sway it more in your favor, Tyler.
No, it's
I'll
okay. That
bring
was
the
so
game.
fun.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, Tyler, you have been going to a lot of these cons recently. I know you have some more that you're going to, but there has been some controversy at the
Mm.
Black Con recently. Can you just tell me what happened at the con? I think it was BlurCon or something in Texas or somewhere.
Mm.
DreamCon.
DreamCon,
DreamCon in Atlanta.
DreamCon. And the Omegas found each other and were hopping. And then this guy on that was recording, it was like, why can't black people ever go around without people or without them acting a fool or something? Or yeah, it was
Have they
crazy.
never seen
So
a fraternity before? What's going on?
so can you kind of tell me what happened? Because you were there, right?
It was, yeah, I was at DreamCon. Honestly, I don't know. It was really crazy because even at DreamCon, there was a whole HBCU and D9 meetup. And I'm also like a part of this group called the Blurred Nine, where it's like we're actively collecting black nerds who are part of the Divine Nine because
Hmm.
our whole thing is like we before we had the letters, we were nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And you know, when you meet people that are in the same organization as you, of course you're gonna get excited. You're in a like it's like a whole little party, like you just want to celebrate with them and do your one too. And it's not like they were in the way, they were quite literally like in a corner
Mm-hmm.
doing their own thing. And of
Hmm.
course, people are just gonna be mad because there's a whole thing with like again, not thinking people in the Divine Nine are nerds
Hmm.
or just maybe they tried to be in the organization, they didn't get in, and then they hold like some resentment, or they just hold
Hmm.
resentment toward the org itself for whatever reason. I don't know, like no one got hurt. Like I really don't understand like the outrage. It was
Yeah.
literally just like them having fun. It's not like they were in a crowded space and they moved people out of the way to do their
Right.
thing.
It wasn't like a Holland party.
No, it wasn't. No, it's not like they just create a circle in the middle of the dance floor. They were just literally to themselves on the side, excited
Hmm.
to see other cues that are nerds. Because
Yeah.
we don't, like, when we go to cons, we don't outwardly wear, like, our para. We're in costumes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you, like, tell someone that you're a part of something, then it's like, oh my God, me too.
Were all the cubes that were like hopping in that instance, were they in cosplay?
They
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
But
They
I
were.
don't
They were
understand
all in
the issue.
costumes. No one had any speck of nailia on them.
Not that it would
Yeah.
have been an issue if they did, but huh.
Yeah.
Because I hear a lot that, well, the sentiment that I've been seeing a lot, it's kind of, you kind of alluded to, is that like a lot of geeks, a lot of nerds, they feel offended because anime and cosplay and geekdom is becoming like cool and mainstream. And it wasn't cool growing up, and we had to like hide in the shadows and watch anime and like search for it online, like put our
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the bottom of the book bag.
Like I know, and I understand. Like I I would be teased in middle school for liking anime. And
Hmm.
just because I'm an AKA now doesn't mean that I didn't experience what it was like to be bullied for liking anime.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I like before learning all this info for my org, I was learning anime openings in the Japanese. Like,
Hmm.
please, I am a nerd. I'm
Yes.
just a nerd with letters
Right.
now.
I
Yeah.
learned I learned some social skills along the way.
Yeah.
Now, how big is DreamCon? Like when you go there, because I'm trying to see, was the space small or is it like a little space or, why was it such an outrage for this person to be recording it with his cell phone and then to post it with him saying all that?
DreamCon, that convention center was huge. It was a
Mm.
big space. Like different days are of course going to be more crowded. Like on
Hmm.
Friday, it's not as crowded as Saturday. Everyone's there, so maybe it feels like a little space. And then Sunday, there's barely anyone there because people are like going home, and that's the last day of the con. But that's like convention center is ridiculously big. And this was my first DreamCon, so people were saying they liked it more this year since it's at a whole new venue compared to the old venue. It was smaller. So again, like they were not bumping into anyone. Like you can see the lack of people around them in that
Yeah,
video for them to be able to just do their stuff.
yeah. Yeah, it looked like they had space too. I didn't see why it was such a big deal. I mean, just black people being black. Like,
Yeah.
ain't that what this is about?
Yes, and it's like we're trying to have like a safe space. Well, how are you gonna kick us
Hmm.
out of this safe space? We're a part of this space.
Nah,
What?
I don't. Yo, I just think people like when they find their geekdom, they start gatekeeping it as hard as they can. They don't
Yeah.
want other people to enjoy it.
And I don't understand that when like in middle school when I was getting into anime, I dragged all of my friends with me because it's like if I'm into it, I need you guys to be as equally obsessed with it as I
Because I
am. Like I
gotta talk to
love
somebody.
yes. And it's like anime and like all like geekdom. I feel like geekdom is like a really cool thing. Like once you really sit down and just get into that media that you like. I
Mhm.
don't understand gatekeeping. I really don't. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why I just don't.
Yeah.
So you have donned the costume of many a popular figure. So what were some of your favorite cosplays so far?
Mm. I would say one of my favorite cosplays so far is it's a tie between two, almost
Okay.
three now because I'm starting to like another one a bit more. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. I love cosplaying
Yes.
SpongeBob.
Hmm.
Parappa the Rapper,
Yes.
and I'm starting to like my Shadow the Hedgehog cosplay a lot more.
Okay.
And yeah, those are like the top three: SpongeBob, Parappa, and Shadow the Hedgehog. Those are my
Now,
favorites right now.
now you really like for Rapper the Rapper. So
I do.
did you play this game as a child?
No, I did not. I didn't play Parappa as a kid. I like just watched. I don't even remember. No, I watched a YouTuber play it,
Hmm.
and
Mm.
he wasn't doing a good job, so I watched a no commentary video to see how it's supposed to be played. And then from there, I saw uh Jammerlami, the second Parappa game, and then learned how there's like albums for the respective games. So
Hmm.
I just like dove into the world. Recently, I had played it,
Mm.
and I basically like since I know the music so well, I just like sped run through the game, except the fourth stage, because it was really buggy. But
Mm.
Mm.
other than that, like recently, that was like my first time actually playing the game. But yeah, I'm so obsessed with it.
So you like the game?
I
Hmm.
do. I just like the whole world around it because it's like the. I also did a whole little video essay about the second game and how it has a big theme on maturing. It's
Hmm.
so good.
Mm.
It's just a good game.
Yeah.
I
I
I got obsessed.
I have never played Parappa the Rapper.
Wow.
I know.
Period.
I know.
Gotta play it.
I
I
know.
I played Parappa the Rapper. I never beat the game because I never owned it, but I played it at like friends' houses. And
Nice.
I just remember he'll be like, there's one part where he's like in a restaurant and it's like, flip the burger, flip,
Yes,
flip the
yes,
burger. And
yes,
I was like,
yes.
hey, I was like, this man going off.
Oh my God, yeah, that's the second game. Used
Okay.
it. It was no, because I don't want to like harp on Parappa the Rapper because I can. Because like from the first game to the second game was such a
Hmm.
big like, mind you, the first game came out, I wasn't even born yet. And the second game out, the second game came out around the year I was born. So this is like I'm talking as if I remember when it came out. No,
Yeah.
I've got this second half of it.
Oh, you can, and
Yeah.
I just want to say you can harp on anything you want to harp on, um, but yeah, Parappa the Rapper, it was a good because I do remember the first game when it came out, and I was like, oh, that looks fun. I want to play, and I never got to. So
Mm.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good
The
if you want to get
origin of
into the
rhythm
world of
games,
rhythm
man.
games. Yes, get into rhythm games. Rhythm games are so good. I love rhythm games.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Before there was Guitar Hero, there was Parappa.
Hmm.
Tyler, so you have been to DreamCon and you've been to the white people cons. Can
Yes.
you say what some of the differences are between the two?
Hmm. Well, I think the obvious thing is just the demographic that's there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I said, I was talking to a friend about it, and it's like at cons, regardless, you'll get overstimulated because there's a lot of people. But when I go to like a predominantly white con and I'm overstimulated, I'm like, I'm not vibing. I want to go home. But if I'm
Hmm.
overstimulated at a predominantly black convention, I'm like, it's okay, black people are here, so I'll be fine.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's definitely a different vibe. Like I think the two predominantly black cons I've been to so far are BlurredCon and DreamCon,
Hmm.
and it just feels very safe to be there, and it's cool to see like, other black people run panels,
Mm.
host parties, uh, be in the vendors. It just feels it just feels nice. It's just a nice feeling. Like a nice little homecoming. Like you're
Oh.
excited to see other people in costume that look like you. So of course I'm
Hmm.
gonna get excited. And then it's a lot of connections. Like I met a lot of people and like a lot of Instagram mutuals. Like
Mm.
were
Okay.
cool because I met them there. And it's like now we actively look for each other if we go to like predominantly white conventions because it's
Mm.
like
Okay, nice.
we get it. Like it's the like a safe feeling. We want
Hmm.
familiarity wherever we go.
Absolutely. And so,
Okay.
I guess is there a difference of like what you're seeing cosplayed at the predominantly white cons versus a predominantly black con?
Oh yeah. So like at BlurCon, I saw a whole cosplay for like Shanae from Martin. You're not gonna see that at a, a
Okay.
Oh.
predominantly white con. There's so many cons like at like predominantly black conventions where it's just like references of like black culture and of course like
Hmm.
famous characters in black culture. At predominantly white cons, it's your typical like someone will be like idols or like Vocaloids,
Hmm.
um, like other like comic book characters. It's just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
usuals that you would expect.
See
Yeah.
50,000 Naruto's and 100
Mm.
Yes, yes.
um, so recently you did a I don't know what you call it, but you call it it was a majorette style
Oh
dancing.
yes, yeah. I said it was called the Rhythms of Anime, a majorette workshop or
Yes.
majorette
Mhm.
dance experience.
And
Mhm.
I loved that you did that. How was that when you were, going in there? There was a huge crowd. Go,
It
Tyler.
was. I was so shocked. I'm like downplaying, like no one's gonna come. It's okay. If at least five people come, then it'll be a success. Like it'll be
Mhm.
fun.
Yes.
It was really fun, and I'm happy to combine both like anime and like dance, especially
Hmm.
since there's a lot of anime openings or just songs from like anime OSTs that are good, like dancing songs. It
Right.
was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I taught like two stands and we danced to like a band arrangement
Mm.
of Cowboy Bebop, that opening
Thank you
Mm.
and
for.
Giorno Giovanna's theme from JoJo Bizarre Adventures, Part 5.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
It was
Nice.
cool. Like it was so cool. And everyone had fun. I had a
Hmm.
lot of people come like afterwards saying like they want me to do it at because I did this at BlurredCon. They want me to do it at future BlurredCons
Hmm.
and they feel like they got to have their like majorette experience because they didn't do it in college.
Mm-hmm.
But there was someone
Oh.
there who did major at an HBCU, and I'm so sad that I'm like blanking on the name too, because we had a whole talk about it. Because she's like, yeah, it gave me like it's like a flashback, and even when she was doing it, when she would finish the dance move, she would finish however they finished at her school. I was like,
Hmm.
see you, I see you. It was so cool. So I definitely like after that, I'm like submitting it to like other conventions because
Oh, nice.
it was a nice time.
Is
Because
that tough to do? Is that tough to get like? Because I imagine nothing like that had been done before. Is it tough to get that onto the schedule at a con?
Um, mm, I don't know if it was, at least for their end, I don't know if it was tough, but on my end, it wasn't
Hmm.
because it was like not something new I was doing. Like I've danced. It's just like, and I teach, so two
Like,
things I can do, which is great.
hmm.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, let me just ask you this. There are a lot of things like you just post on your story something about some guy at a con that was not being very hospitable when
Mm.
he was around people. He kept coming in, he kept saying weird things to some of the girls that were there. He just wasn't very a fun person to be around. So is that something that you get often? Because I do hear a lot of stories like that, where girls are in cosplay and women, and they are, not being treated fairly. So is that something that you also get? Is that something that you see often?
Yes, I do see it often.
Mm.
Mm,
And when I do see it, I try my best to step in to like, hey, are you okay? I always ask, are you okay? And if they're fine, then I like leave it alone. I feel like I'm fortunate to not have that many experiences because it can get scary, like someone following you and someone making you
Hmm.
uncomfortable. But if I don't, if someone approaches me and I don't know them, then I'm already like cautious on how I interact with them to
yeah.
avoid, situations like that. So if they're like, "Oh, like nice costume," I'm like, "Thank you," and then I'm gonna keep it pushing. But
Right.
it's
Mm,
different compared to someone I do know, whether I, met them online or like I've met them at a previous convention. I already know that I can like interact with you in a certain way. Yeah, it's
so
scary. It's scary.
yeah, it sounds scary. But do you see that happening, at the black cons and the white cons evenly?
Yes.
Dang.
I Creepy people are gonna be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's no matter where you go, no matter what they look like, there are going to be creepy people that invade a space, which is really
Mm,
sad to say. That's why sometimes I feel like I'm always like on the defense, like I don't want
Yeah.
to ever interact with that or have people interact with that. But it's just it happens everywhere, so it's like inevitable, which is
yeah.
again really sad to say.
Um,
Now, oh,
like
did you want to say
discomfort at
something?
cons. I did have a question. So is it? So I know the bad rap that cons get a lot, aside from like folks being creepy, is that they're like musty. And has that been your experience?
No,
I was hoping
cause
you'd be like, oh no, that's not true. Your face,
no,
your
no,
face.
because no. It's like I don't understand why people stink. Like I get it. Like it's
I don't understand why people stink.
like
Yeah.
I like the climate, you're in a hot costume, but there's no shame in freshening up.
Yeah.
I personally have like a stick of deodorant with me because I don't want to be stinky. Like I don't.
Not me.
That is, and it's like at all.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is what I hear the most for cons day. The people that stay, like in
Mm,
France.
Jesus.
Why is
um
it stinking?
Do they
uh,
have like places to freshen up at the con? It's like, oh, here is like a bathroom or a locker room, or here's where you can. Because I've been to, I went to Coachella and they were like giving out like soap and
Oh
like,
wow.
mm.
yeah, like when you went to the showers and you went to the bathroom or whatever, they were like giving out like soap and conditioner and shampoo and all this other stuff. Is there anything similar at the con?
No, we just got a bathroom, but maybe we need to start setting up some shower stations. What? No, it's
Wow.
all I got is a bathroom. And I don't know. Like you smell yourself. Like I'm conscious about how I like smell, especially if I'm gonna be
Hmm.
near people. So if I feel like I'm stinking a little bit, I'm gonna excuse
Yeah.
myself and put on some
Yeah.
deodorant, and then
Right.
I'll come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Especially like dancing and everything. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like
And these cons are often like, in like the southern states. They're, Virginia, Texas, Atlanta, California. They're not in cold places. So
Hmm.
no, it's hot. We need to like prepare accordingly.
Okay, Tyler. So, one of the most interesting things about you is that you do have a boyfriend, and
I
he
did.
also is a cosplayer.
Yes,
So,
yes, he is.
what is that like to have some big, strong man around you? You Chun Li and he right you right there. Like, what you
Yes.
doing?
It is nice, especially like again to the topic earlier of like creepy people coming up to you. I feel like that's a bit less
yeah.
because I have like the guard dog with me. Um, it is really nice, and it's funny because he didn't cosplay before like meeting me. He always wanted to, but
Hmm.
Oh.
I like dragged him into this world because he showed interest, which of course if someone shows interest in cosplay, I'm gonna be like, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
So I am an
Mm.
enabler.
Right. That's how you start.
At
Yeah,
least
it's
it
really
wasn't
fun.
drugs.
Yeah, it could be worse things, but I'm not making, I inspired this man to
There you go.
dress up. But it's really
So,
fun.
yeah, that looks fun to have a good boyfriend to be always around you and like the things that you like. Um, so I have another question. It's probably my last question, unless the Marcus wants to ask something. What is your most expensive cosplay that you've done so far?
My most expensive. This, and you know what? This isn't even a cosplay I wear anymore. I haven't worn this since 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
been 10
was
years.
yeah.
Wow. It's time to
Still
bring it
have it
out.
though. I I said I would because the character, so the character, and whoever listens to this, I'm sorry to give you this jump scare. He's from an anime called Hetalia.
Mm.
Um, and Hetalia is basically an anime where it teaches you about history, typically world history, with
Hmm.
well through the countries, but the countries are personified humans. It's a
Mm.
comedy. It's
I've
pretty
heard of
good. Like each episode is 5 minutes, so it's like
Oh,
genuinely an easy binge if you ever decide to get into it.
okay.
okay.
But the character I cosplayed, his name, it's America because I am
You're
American.
American. Don't say
Yeah,
it like you're disappointed.
he's like I am American.
I
Um,
guess.
I guess. Uh, but yeah, it
Exactly.
was that cosplay was around like 200.
Mm.
Yeah, but it was like good quality. It
200.
was on eBay. I
Mm.
saw nowadays it's like more, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I got when I did 10
Hmm.
years ago. I don't wear it.
200 Black American dollars?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's a really cheap price for a cosplay, though.
Is
Yeah, I
it?
mean, I've heard, yeah, some people drop like almost 1,000 on some. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My younger
Mm-hmm.
brother's a furry, and so when he tells me about like going to furry con and stuff,
that, nah, you gotta be rich to be a furry.
yeah,
You gotta be rich.
especially if you got a little fans inside the suit so you don't overheat.
It's like their costumes. I have a lot of respect for like people that have like the fursuits because
Hmm.
those like they make designs, they figure out what they want to look like. Sometimes their eyes move. It's
Hmm.
so much that gets built into it. I'm like, this looks better than like mascot characters at Disney World. This
Right?
is crazy.
Shoot, this could be a mascot for a sports team.
Yes. Honestly, if sports teams really tapped in with furries to like really represents their characters, that could just take things up like 10
Yeah,
notches.
they
Yeah,
could. They could.
I would go
Um,
to sports ball games.
a sports
That's
Just
ball.
sports ball game.
I would really go. I mean, the only one I like is Ellie. Have you seen Ellie the elephant?
Yes.
Oh,
New York Liberty.
I wish I was in New
Liberty.
York.
Wow.
Okay, Tyler, this is you
I have
passed.
more questions.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
So for folks listening out there who may be interested in cosplay, the way your boyfriend was, the way Jared is, can you give them a quick overview of how to get started? You know, where can they begin their cosplay?
This Whenever someone's like, "Oh, I want to get into it." I'm like, "Okay, what character?" And then they say character. I'm like, "Okay, go online,
Mhm.
look up a costume, like just look how the character is, and if you have a vision for that character, whether it's like you want to buy it, you want to make it your own, just start formulating that.
Mhm.
And then once you got all that stuff figured out, all the bits and pieces, then just go for it. Just go for it.
Okay,
Just do it.
just do it.
Do it. Like
Buy the
just do it.
costume.
You have an idea, just do it. And I always
Don't
say
worry
if
about the
people
size.
need no, just it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. And if you need resources for like where to get things, like either
Hmm.
costumes or wigs or things to get props, then of course like I will help as much as I can. Or
Hmm.
just I say, hey, go on Reddit because everyone on Reddit has the answers for some reason.
Definitely. So, so for your cosplays, do you like buy an entire costume or do you just buy pieces and then put it together yourself? Or
Or do you sew?
are you up are you up late nights like sewing a vest together?
It depends on the costume. I do want to invest in a sewing machine
Hmm.
because I want to cosplay Pop Step from My Hero Vigilantes
Mm.
and that whole process. I eventually got like the base costume, but I'm gonna make the accessories.
Hmm.
But yeah, so some costumes I'll buy the whole thing. So like Spider Bite, I bought the whole suit
Mhm.
because I have no expertise to make my own spider suit yet.
Right.
But for a cosplay like SpongeBob, I like bought a blouse, bought the yellow vest, got the socks. I got that all separately. Um, I also cosplayed Dot from Animaniacs,
Hmm.
and I remember going to a Halloween store, and it was like donkey ears, and
Hmm.
they were gray. So I got that. I got some blue fabric dye, got a random sunflower, and I like assembled her ears
Okay.
like that. So it really depends on the costume or the
Hmm.
character.
Yeah. That's I like that because I always feel like the cosplays I've done have been like I buy the whole costume one thing.
And
And I'm
there's no shame in that. There is
yeah,
absolutely no shame in that.
yeah, but the ones but the cosplays are always better when like the person that's like taking the time to like assemble the costume, assemble the pieces. Like you bought some ears, dyed them black, added a flower. Like even that little bit of effort turns out way better than just like the Amazon out the box costume. Because what I had to
Mhm.
end up doing for one of them is I bought like three different ones, and I had to
Hmm.
like grab different size pieces out each box to make my whole costume, and then return those stuff I didn't need.
Yeah. And you know, like also sometimes with assembling, thrifting is also like a good option because truly
Mm-hmm.
you never know what you could find in a thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's like an idea of what you can make it into,
Hmm.
like still get it. And then of course you have that moment of building it into whatever it is for the costume.
Yeah.
But if it's at the end of the day, if you make it your own, like whether you bought it, you didn't buy it, you made it yourself, it's still your own.
Right.
It's still
Right.
your own creation.
Absolutely. Okay. Um, yeah. One more question. Do you get a lot of in your own cosplay, have you gotten a lot of like, oh, that character's not black. That character shouldn't is not supposed to look the way they look when you do it. You're not supposed to do that character because of the way you look.
Mm.
Yes, I
Mm,
do. I don't talk about it.
okay.
I've talked about it recently because I cosplayed um a character named Hazel Wells from Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish, which is like a
Mm,
reboot
mm,
of the old Fairly Odd Parents.
okay.
Um, people have told me I look like a character named Frisk from Undertale, and it's like, yes, they are very similar clothes-wise.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of comments where people are saying like the N-word for that character. Yeah, I had
Wow.
to make a lot of words hidden, and it's like, ugh. Whatever. And then I remember people would say that same thing about my SpongeBob, and I'm like, SpongeBob's yellow. It doesn't matter.
Right.
He's a
Yeah.
sponge. But yeah, I
So he's
do
a
get
yellow
that, but I
sponge, not a
don't.
black one.
Yeah, like I try not to harp on it too much because, like, at the end of the day, people on the internet are just people on the internet, and they'll try to tear you down. So like, I do get it, but it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you can say whatever you want, but like, I'm
Right.
still cosplaying this character.
Right. They're
Exactly.
gonna be black today.
Yeah, they're gonna be black today.
Exactly. Okay. Um, so you passed the interview session. What we're going to do now is the quick fire session. So,
Mm,
Tyler, what we do is we are going to ask you 17 questions based on our previous episodes. And
Oh
you can just
boy.
answer with the answers, usually one word. But if you want to, give us a more in depth, explanation of your answer.
mhm.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Number one, who is the gayest Disney villain?
Oh. Um. Ooh. I think that's bad that my first thing was Scar, knowing good and well it was the aura. I don't know why.
Oh,
Saying
I know
Scar.
why. I definitely know why.
Scar, final answer.
Okay.
No explanation.
All right. So, what is your next fun cosplay? Oh, well, you said pop step, but have you been looking into beyond pop step for your next cosplay?
Um. Yes. I have like three people lined up. Like Pop Step,
Mm.
Mm,
um, Momo from Dan to Dan,
mhm.
and
Oh,
Heisuke from Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
oh, okay, okay. Who is your favorite side character in Sonic?
Amy.
Mm,
Okay,
Amy Rose.
okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
yeah.
What is the best anime to get into as a first timer?
Full Metal Alchemist. I'll say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because
Okay.
2003, it's a whole different process because the manga wasn't completed at the time, so it's
Hmm.
does not have like a canon ending, but it's still very good storytelling and the characters are very good. Like they're characterized a bit differently, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, both.
See, I'm with you on Full Metal Alchemist. That is one of the best anime of all times. Full
Yes.
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is one of the worst animes of all
Absolutely
time.
not.
Oh,
I
Absolutely not.
hated
Brotherhood is
Full
great.
Metal
I've never
Alchemist Brotherhood.
I've never heard someone say. that they hated Brotherhood because I'm always fighting for my life to tell people that 2003 is good.
Yeah,
Mm,
because the reason why you don't find anybody, because all these people, they not real. They watch anime when it came on to Toonami. So they were on
Mm,
the internets like me and
that is
you,
true. That did air
searching,
on Toonami.
searching, looking at these pre-Reddit websites to find the next anime. So no,
mm.
they find this stuff um on what's it called, Toonami. So they are Toonamified. These two are Toonami anime heads.
If you
But
weren't looking up an anime name part one of episode 5, then you don't talk to me.
If you
thank you.
if you wasn't risking your grandma's computer,
Yo, on those pirated.
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I
So
swear we went through like 3 computers at my between anime and LimeWire. No
mm,
chance.
Ew.
LimeWire was the best. Okay. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is amazing. I love how where they took the characters. You really got to see the people in the fight that were fighting.
Mhm.
Like it was so amazing. So Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite. All right. Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
I would rather be a werewolf.
Mm.
I'd rather
So
be a
quick
werewolf.
with the answer too. A lot of
Mm,
people like get stuck on this question and have to like really think about it. He was already
Because
mhm,
I
decided.
I say no vampire because I don't want the sun to be like the thing that ends me.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Living single or girlfriends?
Oh, living single.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say living single.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Girlfriends was just a toxic show.
Yes, it was. And that show annoyed me to not I don't say annoyed, but like it was just that the friend group and the dynamic. I was like, how are you guys still girlfriends?
Yeah, they weren't.
She don't even know the name of your son.
Like, so
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
living single all the way.
Hmm, hmm.
So, who is your favorite rapper turned into an actor?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Ice Cube.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
Ice
thought you
Cube.
were gonna say iced tea for a second. I was like, wait a
No, no.
minute.
Yeah, huge, huge, huge transformation.
Hmm.
Okay, whose side are you on? Professor X or Magneto?
If I say Professor X, will I get jumped?
No,
No.
we're just going to end this podcast right here. Thank you so much for
No.
coming on.
No, I
Yes, you
understand people being
will.
on Professor X side because I was also a Professor X guy for a very long time, most of my life.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got to
Dang, I'm
do your
sorry. I'm
research.
sorry.
He's a horrible person. He's a horrible human being, and he's the reason why the X Men have to go through what they go through. No,
Yeah.
not the X Men, all of Mutant Con.
Mm.
Okay. Aliens come to Earth. It's your job to make them love movies. What do you make them watch?
Love movies, not the human race.
Movies.
Well, no, 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 no. I'll say make them love the human race, not love movies.
With the movie.
Yeah, you have to use a movie to make them love the human race.
Oh, that's much harder.
Is it biased to say sinners so they like black people?
Ooh,
Ooh.
no. Just go ahead and
I
say
mean,
Amistad. If that's your
So I'm gonna say sinners.
yeah,
I need
Sinners is a
them
good
to
one.
like us,
us.
before they get influenced.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Europeans are good at influencing. Um, Surprising you didn't say Alien or Predator.
Nah, nah.
They're
Okay.
like, oh, we can kill these folks? Nah.
Yeah, like
We don't
it'll
want to
give
give them
them
no
an idea.
ideas. We don't want to give them no
Nah.
ideas.
Okay. What is the best cosplay that you have ever seen?
if one of my mutuals cosplayed a gingerbread Black Panther. Like he was in a
Hmm.
ginger, like it was a suit and it was like a
Mhm.
little gingerbread.
Wow.
I feel like that. I was like, that was awesome.
That sounds awesome. It really does. A
I
gingerbread Black Panther?
I
Yes,
love I love cosplay mashups like that.
Me too.
yes.
I saw one a pimp named Iron Man, and I was like, I gotta do that cosplay one day.
A pimp named Iron Man.
Yeah. And I am remembering, I don't, yeah, I feel like I've seen Divine Nine Power Rangers.
Yo, that would be so
Yes.
dope.
Okay. Um, okay. What is your favorite adult cartoon that's not anime?
South Park.
Mm,
Wow.
Yes,
mm,
I love South Park. I was a. It sounds bad to say I was a South Park kid because I definitely stumbled upon that in the fifth grade.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I really liked South Park.
Me too. I wish they still had a TV show instead of whatever they're doing with Paramount Plus and those little movies, vignettes, whatever they're called.
It really like this whole thing with Paramount really upsets me, especially since they're moving somewhere. I don't know if it's back. I don't know. I think it's like all the episodes are going to be on Paramount because it was like the show was on Max and only their
Mhm.
specials was on Paramount. But since they're
Mm,
doing this shift, they're taking away more episodes, and there's already like a handful of banned episodes from South Park already.
Oh.
So it's like combating the whole thing with South Park is they're trying to fight against censorship, but now it's
Mhm.
like we're
yeah,
losing that message, which upsets me. But hey,
yeah.
I don't give them money like the big execs do. So,
Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite, Cosmo or Wanda?
oh, they're two halves of one whole idiot. Um, Wanda, Wanda,
Okay.
because she can be silly, but she still gets stuff done.
Just
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing.
Who is your favorite black character who isn't black?
Piccolo from Dragon Ball.
There we go.
Okay, okay, okay.
Easy answer. Easy answer.
What movie or TV show that is upcoming is on your must watch list?
Ironheart.
Okay, okay.
Do you want to see Fantastic Four? New
I do. I
movie
do want to
Venture?
see
Yes.
Fantastic Four.
First steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie, it's gonna be interesting.
That's I have the same like this is gonna
Yeah.
be interesting and I'm just gonna go in and just erase the two other movies we had. Just
Yeah,
fresh.
I feel
yeah.
like they've made the Fantastic Four even wider for this new reboot.
Yes,
Even
because you gotta
whiter?
Even wider.
Hmm.
yes. Yes.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, then I'm more excited because if they're even whiter, that means that Reed Richards is probably going to be even eviler. So
Mm.
he's going to be
Ooh.
like he is in the comic books, which is why
Mm.
Okay.
that just excited me more since they're even whiter. He'll be more colonial, which is more true to nature. All right.
Okay.
What is your favorite anime opening of all time?
Um, it's it's called Melissa and it's from Fullmetal Alchemist 2003.
Mm.
It's from
Okay.
a group called Porno Graffiti.
I know porno graffiti. Yeah.
Yes. They did the first opening in My Hero Academia. The
Oh,
day has
They've done a
come.
lot of different openings. I think they've done some Naruto stuff too, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
okay.
that band. I love that opening.
Okay, okay, okay. Who is
Uh-oh.
Oh, and
Uh-oh.
I will be sending this to Brent. Who is
Oh
your
Lord.
favorite HBCU dance squad that is not Ebony Fire?
Mm.
Can I plead the fifth?
No. Mm-mm.
No. Um. Ooh. Uh. And Cat Squad. I liked how they did the whole different. They They danced. They also did flag. I don't know if they also did baton. Oh, I had a friend on the squad. They cool. I love them.
Jared, I think you muted now because we can't hear you.
Can y'all
I
hear
Oh, there you
me
go. We can hear you
now?
now. There you are. You're
Okay.
back.
don't want to
Sorry.
hear him laugh at me.
Right, he was cackling, wasn't
He was
he?
cackling over there.
Wow. Okay. No, that's a safe answer.
Yes,
All
it's
right.
okay. I went through media training with you guys.
Mm.
I remember my media training.
Okay.
I did not know
Um.
Ebony Fire had media training. Wow.
Oh, just,
It was
just,
serious up in there.
just play your horn. Um.
That's all I want to do.
Kendrick Lamar or Drake. Which side are you
Kendrick.
on? Oh God.
Kendrick Lamar. I saw his concert. I saw him in SZA,
Oh,
GNX tour.
Ooh.
I am with Kendrick.
how was the
What
concert?
It was so good. It was like from, of course, him rapping, SZA singing, the whole
mhm.
their backup dancers. They
Oh,
were so
that's their
good.
dancers are really good.
What city did you see him
Yes.
in?
In in Jersey. Then it
Okay.
Hmm.
was at the MetLife Stadium.
Okay, nice. All right.
Hmm.
You live in Jersey.
Yes.
Okay.
It was good. And like the visuals were good. He had like some videos of like them in like a confessional. It was shoot, he played songs that featured Drake. And I was like, oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was good. It was good. And he did Euphoria. I wasn't expecting to do Euphoria. Like that was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kendrick. Yes.
Did you see Beyonce when she was up there?
No, because I spent money on Kendrick and Tyler the Creator next month.
Oh,
I did not
okay.
have Beyonce time.
Yeah.
Beyonce money.
Yeah. Oh, we always have Beyonce time. It's Beyonce
Yes, we only have
money.
Beyonce time, but Beyonce money?
Yeah, that's a difference. It's a good show though. And she's worth every cent, but I ain't got it.
Absolutely. I 100% believe it. But
Mm-hmm.
if I want like a good seat, because if it's a Beyonce show, I mean any concert, naturally I would
Hmm.
like a good seat, especially since she puts a lot of time and craft into her stuff.
I need
I
to be
need
in
to
the
see.
pit.
I need to be in the pit. I'm
Yeah.
finna be in the pit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's the outfit that you have to wear. It's a lot.
Yes, the concert
Um,
outfit.
okay, Tyler. So all the people out there, you can email your questions to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. You can follow social media. We're on Spill, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Threads, Black Geek Energy. We are on Twitter at BGE_pod. You can listen to me play Life with Marvel 1619. We have 2 episodes up now. DeMarcus, have you heard the first episode yet?
I'm still working my way through it. It's like a 4 hour episode, ain't it?
It's 3 hours.
Same. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Still long as shit.
Well, I
And it's
mean,
on
Okay.
and it's like on Twitch, so it's not like one of my most convenient listening things.
Mm.
okay. Well, you listen to all a critical role, and that's like
Because
four
it's on
hours.
YouTube and Spotify. Like I can
Okay.
just play it while I'm at
Mm.
work.
All right. And Demarius, did you also know that we have a Patreon?
Yes, I did. I knew we had a Patreon. Did you know it was only $3 a month?
Yes.
Did you know
Well,
that's
if
only
you do it not on Apple, then
yeah,
it's
of
$3.
course. Did you know that that's only 10 cents a day?
I mean, that's math. So, I mean, I went to college and I
So you could have
graduated from college.
you could have
So,
figured it out, but you didn't know it until I said it.
okay. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
cool.
fair enough.
Um, yeah. And hopefully coming soon, we will have an Etsy store.
Mm.
Yay.
So, Hopefully, if I can ever sit down to do it, then that'll be our next thing. So another
Yeah.
link.
That's
And
valid.
Tyler Kerobits, where can they find you at?
Hmm.
You can find me on TikTok, Blue Sky, um, Twitter. It's Kerobits, Kerobits. You can also find me on YouTube under Kerobits, and on Twitch, Instagram, it's dot Kerobits. So its dot Kerobits because someone took regular Kerobits.
Is
So
that a
I lost my
reference to?
continuity.
Is
Oh
that a reference to
no.
like Chobbits?
No, well, no.
Okay.
Well, my favorite Sanrio character is Keropi, and
Hmm.
Kero means frog. I love frogs. And
Mm.
Bits is actually kind of homage to like my old um internet alias was
Hmm.
APH Burger. So we're like, oh, like you bite a burger. So like, let's just keep a little bit of that in there. But I didn't want to be
Okay.
APH Burgers anymore.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I remember that username. Okay.
What
Tyler,
time?
Tyler, you have been an amazing guest. I have to say, it's been so good watching you grow, watching you explore these new frontiers and flourish in your new frontiers. You were always a beautiful, gorgeous, well trained
Mm.
dancer. And I see that throughout your whole life now, even with your cosplay. You know what you want, you execute it perfectly, and you succeed, just like your dancing. So
Mhm.
Thank
kudos to
you.
you. And these people that be saying this stuff, don't let them get you down. Just know that I can always say worse. So if I'm
Yes.
not saying,
Wow.
so if I'm not saying worse, then it doesn't even matter.
Mm,
Like,
mm,
please.
mm.
At
Doesn't
least I
matter.
didn't say it.
Yes.
But yes, Tyler, you were a great guest, and we have to have you back sometime because I
Yes,
want
this
to
is
hear.
so fun. Like
Oh,
Yeah. We're
this was
glad you
fun.
enjoyed it.
yes, yes, yes. So DeMarcus, do you have any final words?
Um, Man, cosplay is great. I've only just gotten into it in the past few years myself. I'll be taking a lot of notes from an old veteran. Not that you're old, but you're a veteran in the game with a lot of wisdom. So I'll be
I
following and
got you.
watching. I'll be following and watching for some pick up some little tidbits. And hopefully sometime in the future there's going to be a BGE cosplay.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well,
We do
what
like
are
a
you
Rick
gonna
and
go
Morty.
as?
We can do Rick and Morty. I have a
Oh.
my next cosplay that I'm going to do is Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing that at what's it called? It's an anime con in San Jose. Um, Not Fanime, but it's a different one.
Ah, okay.
So yeah. So Jerry, I mean,
Nice.
it's whoever you want to do. We can do like a Rick and Morty. We can do 2 out of the 5 Power Rangers.
Clay, who am I gonna be with Rick and Morty? Neither one of those people
You could
is
be
good.
Jerry. I can see you doing Jerry.
Not Jill.
Is that a homophobic joke during Pride Month?
No.
No.
This is how we know you don't watch Rick and Morty. We'll pick something
I
else.
do watch Rick and Morty. I thought Jerry was that mermaid man guy.
No.
Um, but you know who I want to cosplay as first.
Who?
I say this like every episode. You don't ever listen. I
No,
want to
you don't.
be the old 1945
Oh.
Robin with just the
Oh.
briefs, the tight little thing, the
Okay.
tight little vest, and the half cape.
I can be Nightwing then. If you're because that's a Dick that's is that a Dick Grayson Robin?
So we're both going to be
Yeah.
dicks.
But
Yeah. I'm
Jerry's
okay.
just the dad. You okay, everybody. Have a good have a good day. Thank you for listening. DeMarcus is on my nerves. I'm not Jerry.
All right, y'all. Thank you, Tyler, again for coming on.
thank you for having
BGE,
me.
BGE out.